Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to get notified anytime that new reads are being posted, please feel free to subscribe and also hit that notification bell so that you can get those notifications anytime that new reads are being posted, okay? This read is going to be for Libra. Libra, I'm seeing that you got like some alignments of some planets, you know, happening, as well as some elemental influence as well. So specifically during the cycle of this read, I'm seeing Venus influencing things. Venus goes through an orbital cycle every 8 months. Venus influences the experiences of love, desire, beauty, sex, fertility, and prosperity. So then I'm also seeing some influence from the moon. The moon has to do with like monthly cycles, so things happen every 27 days. That's how long it takes for the moon to complete its orbit. And moon energy influences memories and emotions. Then I'm seeing the air element influencing things during the cycle of this read. So there could be the end of something happening, which also represents a new beginning. I'm seeing someone in their north node. The element air is also strongly influenced by the planet Mercury. Mercury influences the experiences of like writing things down, data collection, stuff like that. And I'm also seeing with the element air, like you operating as a sovereign, and you're navigating through the cycle of what's going on during the read by like trying to also experience. I'm not gonna say figure out. You're also experiencing that sense of sovereignty while navigating that sense of independence through your tribe and your community. So I'm seeing that. It's also something that's strongly involving things during the cycle of this reading. And I'm also seeing Pluto energy. So with the Pluto energy, Pluto goes through an orbital cycle every 300 years. Okay? So take it as it resonates. If you know about some ancestral things regarding your bloodline, just take that into account, because Pluto goes through an orbital cycle every 300 years. So yeah, Pluto influences the experiences that we have and our sense of security, what that means to us. Transformation, time. Also, Pluto is strongly influenced in like the underworld, okay? I'm seeing that the ego of true self is seeking security from some type of insult. So maybe someone insulted you or you insulted someone else. Okay. I'm not going to say the word that I heard, though, if it's an insult and it's based on ancestral stuff. Pretty sure you can guess what the word is that I heard, especially if you're a person of color. So now we got that part out of the way. So someone is seeking security from that kind of insult, or they're saying it with an intention to harm someone, you know, to insult someone. So either someone said this to you or you said this to someone else, and the ego is bringing that to the forefront, that you were seeking security in saying what it is that you said, okay? Or that, you know what I mean? So, yeah. And I'm not judging, I'm just saying it like I see it. So I'm seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson, or a few lessons, in regard to perception. So what I'm seeing with the eastern wind is that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson about the perception of like gathering information, putting things together, like making it make sense, right? And I'm just seeing like you're on to something. So then I'm seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson about process with the western wind. So with the western wind, I'm seeing that you're learning about friction in 300 years. Right. So then I'm also seeing how the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson about power and community and partnerships. Regarding experiences that you may be having or thinking about having, or an event or something like that that you went to, something like that has to do with weddings, okay? So it could be like how weddings play a role in your community, what marriage means, things like that for the culture, or like I said, it could have to do with like the power that's also associated with going to a wedding, being involved in a wedding, something like that is going on, okay? So I am also seeing talking energy, where someone is interested, awaiting messages, text, calls, email, communications is key. That's what's going on, okay? Then I'm also seeing the ship energy. The ship energy is a representation of moving on, receiving what it is that you need, progressing in a right. Then I'm seeing the healing heart energy. With the healing heart energy, it is a frequency of like healing from some type of heartbreak, healing from toxicity or addiction, being able to grow from those kinds of experiences, and healing from an abusive relationship. So take it as it resonates, okay? Then I'm seeing the mask energy, where someone may be hiding their true feelings, gaslighting or personifying, or it could be something else. I'm hearing face value. So take it as it resonates. Okay, so with all of the things that you're going through during the cycle of the read, Spirit of True Self is sending some messages because lessons are being learned and you're growing from these experiences, which you're supposed to be doing, right? So Spirit of True Self is saying something about the feminine cycle. It says, reconnect with your cycle. You are a woman, plural. So like recognizing that we, as a divine feminine, we all more than one, right? Connected to everything. Then I'm also seeing embrace. So with the embrace energy, Spirit of True Self is saying to remember your primordial nature because you are a vessel. So embracing who it is that you are as a divine feminine. I'm seeing autumn season, so it's just showing me like that things will come full circle for you. So I'm just seeing someone that may like be going through a process. Like I said, Pluto's energy is involved in this, and then you also have the moon energy, and then the Venus energy. So there's an 8-month cycle, there's a 300-year cycle, and also a 28-day cycle that are all influencing things that are happening during the cycle of this read with this specific kind of energy. So I'm just seeing that in the autumn season to come, things will come full circle for you. You being in that energy of embracing the fullness of your divine feminine energy. So good for you. Then I'm also seeing, somehow I'm seeing that this has to do with leeches. So this could be like the insult, like that you were perceiving someone or calling someone a leech, or someone was trying to project that kind of energy onto you during the cycle of the read. So take it as it resonates, okay? I'm not even gonna say what I heard. So the overall emotions for this read are for you to feel more certain, right? So if you are feeling uncertain about anything, hopefully this read gives you the clarity that you're looking for, okay? For you not to feel anxious, for you to remain optimistic, for you not to feel alone, for you to feel good, for you not to feel paralyzed or stuck. And this is an ancestral read, so that means that an offer was made to me by the way of the ancestors for me to be able to do this read for you. So thank you and shout out to the ancestors. And then also for you not to feel inferior. So that's just, like I said, if you are a person of color, that's kind of the gist of what it is that the energy that I'm picking up on during the cycle of this read. So take it as it resonates. If it does not resonate with you, then gracefully just let it go, okay? Well, we have uplifting and, you know, graceful reads anyway, so it's not like any negative vibes. And if I have to pull an angel card, because as a matriarch I'm having difficulty being able to explain something, then I'll pull an angel card. However, ain't no need for me to pull an angel card, we good. So if you're not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, I do them based on time that has been offered or is available to me for me to be able to interpret and read the message for you, okay? The time that have been offered to me is, so I have multiple offers, though the first one is the Ace of Pentacles. So with the Ace of Pentacles is like a financial new beginning, like getting money, winning money, finding money, somebody gifting you with money, you getting a salary increase or whatever it's called, like a raise or something like that. Like someone's making you a financial offer if you get the Ace of Pentacles, and that was offered to me, so thank you. And then I'm also seeing the Queen of Rods energy. So with the Ace of Pentacles energy, that came out in the read when something happens in your future. So we'll talk about it when we get there. So the other energy that I was seeing was, like I said, the Queen of Rods energy. The Queen of Rods, it just seems like more of like an acknowledgement or like an honoring, considering the fact that it's an offer in time, as the Queen of Rods energy, because the Queen of Rods energy is acknowledged as a nurturer. So thank you. Then the energy is also being received as new and fresh, and also very important, significant, and monumentous or momentous. So thank you. Then the energy that I see you in for the cycle of the read is the Seven of Swords reversed. So in the Seven of Swords reversed energy, that's someone that's operating in their truth, okay? So you're being received in this energy of like truth, as courageous, very bold, and also genuine, okay? Genuine, honest, courageous, bold, like that's the energy that you were in during the cycle of the read, okay? So then in the past position during the cycle of the read, I am seeing that you were in the Seven of Cups energy. The Seven of Cups energy is a representation of like you having a bunch of options, okay? And when I say like having a bunch of options, it's like, I don't know how else to say that. Though what I can say is these options are healthy. So this could have to do with like the dynamic of your relationship, or how it is that you want to do things regarding your life, embracing, like I said, it says something about embracing your primordial force as a vessel. So I'm just saying someone that's like making healthier choices. And I'm saying that that's normal for you to have been in that stage in your life, for you to be making healthier choices, whether it has to do with how it is that you communicate with someone with that talking energy, how it is that you handle your relationships, or even as, you know, surface level as, and also necessary, vital, as the food that you consume or what it is that you drink, right? So then I'm seeing that you were in the Three of Swords energy, which is showing me that you healed from some type of heartbreak. Dun, 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 dun. With that healing heart energy, I'm seeing that we're all on the same page. With that Three of Swords energy, it is showing me that you're in this healing heart energy. It's just verifying that you're in that healing heart energy. When it comes to however it is that you felt like you were betrayed, or that you know what? With you being this, excuse me, side note, with you being in the Seven of Swords energy reversed for the entire cycle of the read, like that's just the energy that you're in. And you know, during the cycle of the read is me explaining why you're in that energy. Though I'm seeing now that with the Seven of Swords reversed, you being in that truth, and not like, you see how it says like the mask is like you hiding your feelings or whatever. I'm just seeing like you're not hiding your feelings. So that's why I said what it is that I said when the mask energy came out, because, and I'm just saying that because the reality of it is you're being received in this energy as bold and courageous and genuine, and you're talking things out. And when it comes to the ship energy, it's also showing me that someone is moving on and like being willing and able to let go. So what I'm seeing is like someone putting on a brave face. So that doesn't necessarily mean that you're hiding your true feelings or pretending or trying to gaslight anybody. You could be putting on a brave face because you're not in that toxic, abusive relationship type of energy, right? And I can verify that you're in the Three of Swords energy during the cycle of the read, and it's coming through as like very refreshing and very rejuvenating for you to be in that healing heart energy. So yeah, and I'm just seeing like you being in this energy is also like an exciting time for you in your life, because you're not carrying your hurt on your sleeves, or you're not bleeding on people that didn't cut you. Do you get what I'm saying? So good for you. Though you're also operating in your energy of truth, and you're doing it boldly and courageously. And that's just what I'm seeing. So then towards the end of the cycle of the read is the Four of Cups energy. With the Four of Cups energy, it's a representation of a divine offer coming in. And that's like regardless of how it is that the ego energy with the insult, right? Because you experienced that. And even if it wasn't you directly that experienced it, maybe your ancestors experienced it, okay? Because like I said, that ancestral energy came through. And then the Pluto energy, it just gives like vibes of 300 years of right? And to know that in certain aspects the story has been told that certain groups of people were not acknowledged as human beings. So with the leech energy, do you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying or projecting that that's something that you're going to go through or that you're actually going through right now, because the whole insult thing could be something completely different, right? That's why I say to take it as it resonates. So based off of what it is that I'm seeing, the facts are the facts. And what I'm seeing is that you're showing up in this energy of truth and justice for yourself. Like, you don't want to hide your feelings, that you also don't want to be acknowledged or recognized or even categorized as being erratic or toxic or abusive or deemed as unruly and wild, right? Because yeah. So you're in this Three of Swords energy. You're coming through as, like I said, very refreshing, very rejuvenating. You're not bleeding on people that didn't cut you, okay? And then you're going to, then you were in the Four of Cups energy, where you get that divine offer. This divine offer is coming through to you as not painful. You're being received as not boisterous, not mean or bitchy, or like, you know what I mean? Any of those types of ways that they try to describe, like loud, ratchet, rowdy. And you're not being received as misunderstood. Like, you understand the assignment. So when it comes to you getting a divine offer, if it's coming from the divine, it's something that you can trust. And I'm gonna just be very transparent. If you feel like it's something that you cannot trust, or that you've been hurt by, you know, the insults or you know what I'm saying, you were dealing with feeling inferior, right? Give yourself grace, okay? And trust in the Most High. Because no one has the right or permission to utilize your vulnerability as a human being against you by trying to oppress you, okay? So you are divinely guided and you are divinely protected, and your ancestors do not want you to feel inferior. So now let's talk about your future. The first thing that I'm seeing for your future is the Six of Pentacles energy. With that Six of Pentacles energy, you are coming through as very fabulous, right? Also, like, not extreme, not radical, not like ridiculous. And with the Six of Pentacles, your finances are balanced. Like, you're in a good relationship with your money, okay? Like, whatever it is that you have to pay for the cost of living is not depleting and exhausting you, where it is that you're pretty much not living check to check, right? You got money to spend even after all of your bills is paid, and you can also invest or, you know, be charitable to others, is what I'm seeing. So good for you. Then I'm seeing that you will be in the Seven of Rods energy. Now with the Seven of Rods energy, the messages came through that you are of the 144,000. Look it up. Take that message how it is that you need to, and I'm going to continue on with the read, okay? So, Seven of Rods energy. The thing about the Seven of Rods energy is this is someone that is working diligently to defend themselves. And with what it is that you've gone through in the past, so there's a reminder that, like, your ancestors are with you, okay? So you're not going through this alone, ever. They got your back. You are being divinely guided and protected. And the challenges that you're going through, only you can overcome them. Nobody else can overcome them other than you. Like I said, with the Four of Cups energy that you were in during the cycle of the read, that got you operating in this truth so bold and courageous, is because you understood the assignment. You're in this healing heart energy, and you're not about the toxic, abusive relationship type of dynamic with anybody, okay? So in the Seven of Rods energy that you'll be in the future, I'm just seeing that you're working on yourself. And you're naturally able to defend yourself from whatever attacks that come by the way of man. Or let's not call them attacks. Whatever challenges that you may have inherited by the way of man. You naturally are able to overcome those challenges, okay? So then I'm seeing that you got some strength that you'll be in. Like, it's like I said, you have that bravery, that courage. So you acquire this strength and wisdom from the Seven of Rods energy prior to that. So the strength comes through is like very clear-headed, clear mind. I'm seeing pure thoughts and like a quiet mind. Like your mind is not chaotic, is not, you know what I mean, stressful. You don't feel inferior. You don't feel stuck or paralyzed. You just have like a quiet mind and your thoughts are clean and clear and pure. Okay? Then I'm seeing that you will be in this Empress energy. So in this Empress energy, this is someone that is creative and like very productive and can set the tone for the space that they are thriving in, right? I'm seeing you in this Empress energy. It's very lively, not repulsive, not mean, not disgusting. So overall, I'm really just seeing someone that's like at peace at that point in time in their life and just creative, and you know, it looks good on you, right? So then I'm seeing, the Emperor energy with the Six of Rods. So this could be like a divine union, okay? So this may be you that's in this Empress energy, or this could be someone else that's in this Empress energy. The gender is not specific. Take it as it resonates. Though considering the fact that this is all coming down from the Three of Swords energy, where you healed and rejuvenated your heart and your body and your mind, and then you got the Four of Cups energy with the divine offer, and then in the future there's the Empress energy, and then the Emperor energy with the Six of Rods. Is showing me that someone has all of the tools and the resources and the connections and the support that they need to be able to move forward with the Emperor energy. So this is either you or someone else, though both of y'all is moving forward. And with that Ship energy, that's what it say. Moving forward, progressing. Healing heart energy, not being toxic, right? So with the Emperor energy, the Emperor energy complements the Empress energy. They're both very creative, innovative, full of ideas, very strong energy on being able to deliver on what those ideas are, like making them tangible. And like I said, it's paired with the Six of Rods, you know, which I just explained. So with the Six of Rods energy, you are being in the Emperor energy. It's being received as like very graceful, very soft. Like I said, I'm just seeing someone that's, you know, people, whoever, you and this person, or just you, in a very strong, courageous, bold, and very healed energy where you're not being toxic or abusive. So good for you. Then you're also being received as like not creepy, not weird. It's just, you know, you're getting the peace of mind that you deserve, especially after your bloodline has probably been going through certain things for 300 years. Okay? So to you, Libra, I say congratulations on this next chapter in your life. Remember that things will be changing, though they'll also come full circle, and it'll all feel like it's worth it in the autumn season to come. I love you all so much, and I thank you for joining me. Do not forget to embrace who it is and what it is that you are and all that it took to make you, and I will see you all next time.